Good morning. Welcome to Rituals to Rise 2021. And I am Kate Lanigan McGregor, and we are here every morning, Monday through Friday at 6:30 to bring you just a little daily dose of training or coaching, however you want to look at it. Today, what we're going to talk about is our year-end review for 2021. And you know what? For 2020. And I've heard over and over again, I don't even want to think about 2020. It was just quite a year. Or I don't know why I need to, and this is for my real estate professional friends, I don't know why I have to look at it. I had a good year. And so the reason why we want to look at our year and just kind of break it down is because we want to see where the nuggets of awesomeness were and how we can keep doing that, or replicate it or tweak it to be even better, and also go over the things that weren't so awesome and how do we not repeat those. So that's part of it. We were in a very stressed kind of year, no matter whether it was good stress or bad stress. And as such, I think it's really important that we think about how we're going to handle that and trying to make sure that we can preserve for ourselves the best that we can be. So anyways, I wrote up a thing, and we're going to do this together, friends. I did a little, and I posted it yesterday. So okay. So I'm going to go to my app window, my Chrome window. Okay. So I've got a screen share here with you. I'm going to the top, and I'm going to just put it in present. Okay. So this is a little booklet that I have for you. And what I want you to do is perhaps download it, or I'm going to send me a message that you want it, and I will include it to you. It's going to be in my newsletter this week. So you can also get that. If you have not enrolled in the newsletter, I will send a link out later today. So it's a shine as a star you are. So what I want to talk about, this is just a couple of things just to prepare, but this is what I want to talk about is your year-end review. Now, this is a Tim Ferris product. He blogs about this and he talks about this, and it's something that he's done for many years. He has a blog called tim.com, and he also has a podcast called Tim Ferris, The Tim Ferris Show. So what you want to do is you want to go through your calendar from last year, looking at every week. So for me, what this looked like was going through all of my Rituals to Rises that I had scanned and saved to my drive. So going through and just looking at those. And I was going to show you that, but for today, I'm not going to. I will have we can add on to this if you're interested, just to show you those pages. I also went through my iPhone and just looked at my calendar. And for each week, okay, so this is something that's just not like the little highlight reel in your brain. Jot down any people or activities or commitments that triggered peak positive or negative emotions for you that month, and put them in the respectable columns. So the columns I have here are positive and negative, and there's several of them. Again, so if you want to download these, I posted them last night. You can make as many copies as you need, and writing down the positive and the negative. So this part right here is, I want to just say, like, please don't cheat yourself and think that that you remember it all, because you won't. And there's so many nuggets in here that I found that were just crazy for me. And then the second step on this is, once you've gone through, now this is actually part of the first step still. Once you've gone through them, you want to ask yourself, what 20% of each column produced the most reliable or powerful peaks? So 20%. Based on those answers, take your positive leaders schedule more of the time in the new year. So that means take those positives and expand on them and get them on your calendar now. And then book things with friends and prepay for activities or events or commitments that you know work. And it's not real until it's on the calendar. So what this is saying is that while we are fresh in our brain about the awesome parts of our life, let's expand on those. And now step 2 is take the negative leaders. Put them on a not to-do list on the top. And now on this don't do list, and this will be part of your packet, is to say, I am not going to do these things anymore. And if it's stuff that still has to get done, you need to delegate it. If it's stuff that doesn't need to get done, it used to suit you, but it doesn't suit you in our new world, then just don't do them. let them fall off your plate. Many people say their don't do list is significantly more important than their to-do list. And put them somewhere you can see them each morning for the first few weeks of 2021. So I have on my computer right now some sticky notes, and on those sticky notes will go those don't do list. So when I open my computer every time, those sticky notes are going to be right there. These are the people that things that you, and it says no, make you miserable. So don't put them on your calendar out of obligation, guilt, fear of missing out, or any other nonsense. So if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. So break up with your habits. And will this affect some of the people that might be in your life? Maybe, but you are the navigator of your life. And that's it. It's not enough to remove the negative. That creates a void. Get the positives on your calendar ASAP. So making sure that what you want to do is expand the positive and minimize the negative. Now in the packet, I also included in here. So you're going to put down there, this is your more of, whoops, wait a minute. This is very touchy today. All right, so then here's your worksheet on that more of and less of. So the more of is going to be the things you're expanding on, and the less of is going to be those things that are going to go on your don't do list. Now this right here is just a quick financial piece, and this was for mine, and it just had to do with the different streams of income, the real estate, the Kate Lanigan McGregor, the Agent Rising, and revenues. And the way I broke them down was per transaction, annually, monthly, January, and that one, of course, went on throughout all of the year, so that it's set up for revenues. I also use this as a model. Again, my model is very basic because I want to be able to have a bird's eye quick look at that I can understand. And then with expenses, the same thing, so that you have your standard expenses, any capital expenses that might come up. For me, some of the things that I use as tools is the Matterport. Novio is my online training, Zoom, and then some, so anyways, whatever my expenses are. And this list goes on, but you want to break it down for what your expenses are. Any notes that you took and anything that might be important. Fear setting, when this is another Tim Ferris, if at some point you want to go and just look at what your fears are, is, my fear example, and the one I always use because it's so safe, is I want to run a marathon, but I'm afraid. And then it says, what's the worst outcome? I cramp up and I can't finish. The results of it, well, I go to the hospital, I get picked up by friends, I walk to the finish line. And did I fail forward? So how did I win even though I failed on this particular thing? And I finished 10 half marathons. I am fit. I am strong. I made friends. So in fear setting, we go and we address those things that we're afraid of. Again, this goes back to the financial piece, the incoming and the outgoing, and your balances, and different scrap paper for stuff that was important to you. So what I'm trying to do on this is just give you a basis for evaluation. And all right, so I stopped that. I'm trying to see it. So this is my first time doing the screen share. So you guys are doing it with me. So I want to exit that, and I want to go back to StreamYard, and I am here. You can see me. I wonder if you could see those slides. I'd love to know if you were able to see those slides. And I show those to you. And again, did I just fall forward or fail forward? Did I not get those slides out? Was I just walking through them and you were looking at me squinting? I don't know. We learn these things together. And will we ever be perfect? No, I don't think so. Will we get better all the time if we want to? And so I invite you to do this. If we want to do this together, maybe we set up a 1 hour reboot or reset like we've done in the past. Let me know if you're interested. And in the meantime, I just want to say how very grateful I am for you. And as you see, I am in 2021 trying to expand on this little morning gig that we do. And I hope you're along for the ride. I would love any feedback that you have for me. I so appreciate you. And as I say, I will find out what you want for that packet. Let me know if you want it. And we'll take it tomorrow. All week, we're going to be talking about year-end review stuff. So tomorrow will be another training on that. We have a guest coming on Wednesday, which will bring a whole new perspective to us. And we will keep this going. All right, friends. That's your Investigate Day, and I will see you tomorrow. Make it an amazing day.